Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends.
You can go to the next one, Draco.
Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
Let's get it, man.
Acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Oh yeah, I pressed it, my bad. Go ahead. Press it.
Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big.
Damn.
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause
There you
I'm
go.
going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
All right, come on, let's do it. What color you want?
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back.
Yeah.
Sunday, wild, run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clapping.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former K-Stater Matthew McCrane to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Stop both of them this week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Now it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
20. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hurry, hurry. Come get some. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Shit. Hurry, hurry. Watch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Keep that same energy.
Odell Beckham, 89 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to work. The 40.
Kamara,
30.
nigga.
10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this
First touchdown as a Raven, nigga.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too,
Raven,
before
nigga.
making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Control this nigga over there. Everybody else.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I gotta check him.
Past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know that could have been picked, so you ain't gonna do that again.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion.
You see
2nd
the
and 10.
defense getting tighter and tighter. You see it?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game and having to fit.
Rumble that
He's
shit.
going to have to eat this one as down
Shaq
he
Lawson.
goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 15. Pistol. Check three. Hey, orbit.
3rd and long for Mayfield. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense
Defense
now,
getting
it's
tighter and
4th and
tighter.
good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last position in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's good for 21 yards and a first
The game
down.
looking easy.
First down, Baltimore.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What you gonna do?
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Ooh,
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Get it, man.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Ooh, good kick.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's be honest, a little bit too much.
The Cleveland offense ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. 23 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, on 133.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's got his man in the crossing route. That's Landry.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Run.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Taywan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
You know?
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. It's hauled in by Doxson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Bitch-ass nigga Garrett, man.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check it back, check it back.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
I had him.
Here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Landry.
Nah, y'all niggas ain't never seen the rules.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Don't get nervous. You draw quarters.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. And a big loss here as he's taken
this nigga Garrett on. This nigga everywhere.
He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
That shit fake, son. They really be. I gotta watch this nigga carry. This nigga be on both sides.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Never retry. Don't do it again.
Good. 180. Pistol. Just heavy on the edges. Check. Lucky. Hurry. Hey, 133. Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown.
They ain't even let me click on my nigga in the back.
As the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular. You got that right there. Hey, wahoo! I'm just coming.
Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's brought down. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Point it right.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
You opening your ass.
Play action. It's Jackson. And able to rip rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. They go play action here on first down. That's Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I'm trying to get these niggas confidence up, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Crazy.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Run 80. Run. 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
King. Hurry. King. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on second and 14. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Attacking, mate.
20. Hey, a 133. Record. Watch twist. Hey, alert. Hey, check. Watch out.
Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A big-ass fucking number 8.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Mayfield now from the 50.
Pick that shit, bro.
Here's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here I come. Here I come. Bravo. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, Mayfield able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Young, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. McKenzie now to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's going to go down again. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
Give me that, man. Stop
Look
playing.
at this. They get the turnover.
Stop
they
playing,
need.
cuz.
It's intercepted.
Stop fucking playing, nigga.
Marcus
Stop
May
playing,
with a
nigga.
pick.
Bills gonna beat this nigga. Stop playing, nigga. I'm a bump.
Races
Fuck
down the
up.
right side.
Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Should I go for 2 of you? Should I go for 2 on this nigga?
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Marcus May, nigga.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
What you talking about, man?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
3 touchdowns, nigga. You blew a 3 touchdown lead, nigga. Come on, man.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Just like that. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield to throw it.
Come on, kid. Pick that
the
shit.
ball flight, and it falls incomplete.
Pick
It'll
that
be
shit.
second
Yeah,
down.
he knows what. Pick that shit.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
Drop that
That
shit.
will be incomplete with a
That shit
clock
fake
down
and let me
now
pick that
to
shit, bro.
13 seconds.
They ain't even let me fucking use a pick this
Big
shit.
play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over
now you know you
at
fucked
their
up.
own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Now you know you fucked up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. There's a pass on first
Good
down.
shit,
It's
boy.
knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
41 to Mike, 41 to Mike. Check, 41.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come on.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
Here's Jackson. Going deep here for Stills.
My first
And this is going to
interception.
be
Fuck.
intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back
He
where
go
we
crack under
started.
pressure, I
All
see
even
that.
as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
He was standing on 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the
third.
idea
You know he's not
of
about to
going
do that.
downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Come on, Frank.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. There he goes, left side. And he's in the end zone for the touchdown and the game-winning penalty. It's a game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well.
Odell saved you, nigga.
So for Cleveland, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,
you got lucky, Saint. You got so lucky, boy.
Everybody.
Good game, Saint. Good game. But, boy, that shit crazy. Wow. 66 yards. Come on, son. Odell just had them big catches. He ain't really. I don't know, man. Man. Marcus May. He came through. Pick 6. King still, man. Fuck, man. So I gave up. I shouldn't have gave up all them touchdowns. You was supposed to score that many times. Damn, son. That was a good one. I know I got somebody good because I got 3 my first 3 weeks. Let me see. Somebody tell you. I got the Chargers. I know I had like 3 good games in the first beginning. Yeah, Chargers next week. Then I got Black. Yeah, he the one who won the Super Bowl. Yeah, hey, man. Man, that nigga, we probably could play later. That nigga you ain't let me get off with Lamar like how I wanted to. Them niggas was containing like a motherfucker. No, don't do that. Well, I know one thing. Your ass in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Like this time, you not go score all the points on me like that. I threw one interception. 120 rating, passing rating. 7. No, Keith Brown and Kamara did their thing. And Josh Dodson. And Kenny Stills. Like, I got real playmakers. Crazy. They be having like better tools though, don't they? Like shit in general. Like I know my vet, the shit he was using was like that shit made it look so simple. Yeah. Nigga was just talking about Bruce Smith the other day. Talking about how them niggas just go to the Super Bowl all the time and goddamn it, don't win.
Playing skills, you did. Car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't do it. You know they can't put it on, and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not say this, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch. I never switch.
touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these foreign things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
How tall is he?